Is Jungkook tired of being an idol? The truth behind the rumors of his alleged withdrawal from BTS activities post-military service, as BTS fans worldwide eagerly anticipate the group's reunion following their military service. Recent rumors have sparked concern and speculation. Whispers suggest that Jungkook, the group's youngest member, may be considering stepping back from BTS activities after his discharge. But is there any truth to these claims? In a heartfelt New Year's message shared on Weverse in January 2025, Jungkook expressed his longing to reunite with fans and his fellow members, stating, "This is the year of our discharge and the year we meet again." He conveyed his desire to grow and learn for ARMY, emphasizing his commitment to the group's future, further dispelling the rumors. J-Hope, another BTS member, shared in an interview that the group plans to quickly get together and talk about what BTS can do in the future, highlighting the members' eagerness to reunite and collaborate once more. Moreover, HYB, BTS's management company, confirmed in September 2023 that all members would renew their exclusive contracts, solidifying their commitment to future projects starting from 2025. Wikipedia. While Jungkook has enjoyed exploring his individual artistry, as evidenced by his successful solo releases like Seven and his debut album Golden, there is no credible information to suggest he intends to withdraw from BTS activities. In conclusion, the rumors about Jungkook's alleged withdrawal from BTS lack substantiated evidence. Both Jungkook's own words and official statements from BTS members and management indicate a strong desire to reunite and continue their journey together. Fans can look forward to the group's return with renewed energy and artistic growth in the near future. But if Jungkook himself said he would return, why does the atmosphere feel so uncertain? Why do fans feel a strange silence surrounding his name whenever BIGHIT announces something BTS-related? Why is it that, despite all the statements of unity, the whispers of internal disagreements seem to grow louder with each passing month? Something isn't adding up, and those closest to the situation might know why. Behind the scenes, there have been unconfirmed reports that certain production meetings for BTS's highly anticipated reunion album were conducted without Jungkook's presence, while other members reportedly joined virtually or in person when their schedules allowed. Insiders claim that Jungkook's name was consistently missing from attendance lists. Was it a scheduling conflict? Or was it something more personal, more emotional? One source, speaking on the condition of anonymity, mentioned that Jungkook has been more withdrawn since late last year, especially following some alleged disagreements with creative direction. He's always been passionate, almost obsessively so, about the quality of the group's work, the source said. When that passion isn't aligned with the vision of the agency, tension can grow. And in this case, it may have grown too far. Could that tension be what's behind the delay in BTS's full group activities? Some fans speculate that Jungkook may have requested a temporary hold on his participation in comeback activities to focus on his mental health and artistic integrity. Others wonder whether a deeper conflict with BIGHIT is at play, something not easily resolved by contract renewals or public statements. Adding fuel to the speculation is the fact that Jungkook, who is known for maintaining a close relationship with fans through live broadcasts and updates, has been noticeably less active in recent months. His absence is not just physical, it feels emotional. Fans describe a sense of distance, an uncharacteristic silence that only intensifies the mystery. Is he simply taking time for himself, or is he preparing to step away? The theory that Jungkook might be tired of the relentless pace of idol life isn't unfounded. Since his teenage years, he has lived under constant scrutiny, carrying the pressure of being BTS's youngest but often most visible member. With fame came responsibility. With global love came the burden of perfection. How long can someone carry that weight before needing to set it down? What if his heart is no longer in it? Not entirely. What if the break he took for military service made him realize that peace and quiet mean more to him now than awards and applause? Is it possible that, away from the cameras, he found a different version of himself? One who longs to live without the noise. Fans who believe in this theory point to recent lyrics from his solo work. Though beautiful and polished, his songs often carry themes of longing, detachment, and inner turmoil. Was he leaving clues all along? Were we too enchanted by the melody to hear the cry for space buried beneath the sound? Meanwhile, BIGHIT remains tight-lipped. Their updates are precise, polished, and void of emotion, standard practice for a company built on image and timing. But therein lies the problem. When your artist is suffering or seeking change, can silence ever be enough? Shouldn't transparency be the minimum owed to fans who've been loyal for over a decade? The contrast between Jimin's apparent readiness to return and Jungkook's rumored hesitation only heightens speculation. Jimin has appeared relaxed and even vocal about wanting to see fans again soon. But Jungkook? No live stream, no cryptic messages, no hints, nothing. This difference between the two has some fans wondering, is there a deeper rift not just with the agency, but perhaps even within the group itself? And what are the timing? BIGHIT had originally hinted at a massive group comeback to coincide with the members' return from service. But now, some of those timelines are quietly being adjusted, postponed, or pushed into vagueness. Is it a coincidence or a cover? More questions continue to surface. Could Jungkook be quietly negotiating a different kind of role within the group, perhaps more behind the scenes? Is he angling for greater creative freedom that clashes with the company's vision? Or is this a moment of burnout, a warning sign that has been building over years of public pressure, personal sacrifice, and hidden grief? At the heart of this all is one undeniable truth. Jungkook is human. For all the perfection placed upon him by the world, he feels, he breaks, and he rebuilds, just like anyone else. And maybe, just maybe, what he needs right now is not a stage, but space. Yet until an official statement is made, until Jungkook himself addresses the swirling cloud of rumors, we are left to wonder. We piece together fragments of behavior, tone, and timing. We read between lines, searching for meaning in his silence. And the question remains, will he come back to BTS as we know him? Or will the next chapter of Jungkook's story be one we never expected? Is this the dawn of a new era, or the quiet farewell no one saw coming? And as more time passes without a clear answer, one cannot help but ask, why would BIGHIT let this narrative spiral so far without addressing it? Why haven't they taken firm steps to either confirm or deny the rumors about Jungkook's future with BTS? Is the silence a strategic decision to manage a larger shift behind the scenes, or is it a sign that they, too, are uncertain of what Jungkook's final decision will be? Industry insiders have quietly noted how unusual this level of ambiguity is for an artist of Jungkook's stature. Normally, comeback schedules, solo promotions, or even temporary breaks are addressed with clarity to calm the public and protect the artist's brand. But in this case, we're seeing none of that. No official confirmation of his participation in group activities. No solo project announced. Not even a vague statement about him working on something. Nothing. Could this be the calm before a storm, or the quiet acceptance of an irreversible choice? If we look closely at BIGHIT's recent behavior, there are signs, subtle but telling. Marketing materials that once centered heavily on Jungkook now feel more ensemble-focused. Mentions of his name in press releases have dwindled. Even in group social media posts, his presence seems diminished. Fans who follow every interaction, every word, every photo have noticed. And they're not imagining it. Something has shifted. Some army suspect the agency is preparing to pivot gradually, slowly shifting focus to the other members in anticipation of a future where Jungkook is either less involved or involved in a different capacity. But is this a decision being made by the company, or one being made by Jungkook himself? There is, of course, another theory gaining traction, that Jungkook's disillusionment runs deeper than just creative differences. That perhaps the very system he helped build, the polished, high-pressure, hyper-monitored world of global stardom, has become too heavy to carry. Is this burnout? Is this an emotional crossroads? Or is it the realization that being idolized doesn't always mean being understood? Recent whispers suggest that Jungkook may have even met with personal counselors or life advisors post-enlistment, trying to chart a course that prioritizes emotional clarity over global fame. And if that's true, it may not be a departure out of resentment, but out of self-preservation. After all, even legends are allowed to choose themselves. And then there's the most pressing question of all. If Jungkook does choose to step away, even temporarily, what does that mean for BTS? Could the group continue as 6? Would fans accept it? Would the members accept it? Would BIGHIT allow it? The emotional weight of this possibility is not lost on anyone. BTS isn't just a group, it's a story, a bond, a movement that has transformed millions of lives. To imagine it without Jungkook, the golden magne, the face of so many iconic moments, is almost too difficult to process. Yet, if the choice is between his happiness and the group's completeness, fans are left torn. Some have begun writing open letters on social media, pouring their hearts out in support. Others have demanded BIGHIT clarify the situation. A few remain in denial, refusing to believe he would ever consider stepping away. But all are united in one thing: worry. A sense of something slipping just out of reach, of a change too quiet to stop. Even the members, though supportive in every public appearance, seem more reserved when Jungkook's name comes up. Jimin, who once posted spontaneous selfies with him or talked about their brotherhood in interviews, has been noticeably more guarded. RM, always the group's philosophical voice, recently made a comment about changes being inevitable in life, a line fans believe might have been a veiled reference to what's happening behind closed doors. Could it be that Jungkook has already made his decision, and BIGHIT is simply managing the timeline of its announcement? Could it be that we're already living through the final moments of BTS as we've known them, and no one has had the heart to tell us yet? There's an eerie echo to the way this story is unfolding, one that mirrors so many celebrity exits in the past. It starts with a period of absence, a flurry of speculation, a slow shift in messaging, and finally, a confirmation that comes as too late for fans to prepare. And in Jungkook's case, the stakes are even higher. He's not just a pop star. He's a symbol of growth, of perseverance, of youth transcending limits. His silence is loud because his voice has always been clear. If he walks away, it won't just be a member leaving a group. It will be a chapter closing in the history of modern music. Yet despite all the questions, all the speculation, all the fears, one truth remains. We do not yet know what Jungkook is planning. Only he does. And until he speaks, the world will continue to hold its breath. Is this a rebirth or a goodbye? Is Jungkook preparing for the biggest solo evolution in K-pop history? Or is he quietly stepping out of the spotlight, one unspoken moment at a time? Whatever the truth may be, the day Jungkook speaks, the world will listen.